Networking is a vital tool when you want to grow in your career and beyond. The problem is when you show up at a networking event, there's a room full of people who all have the same goal. So how do you stand out? Carson Gibbons with Dallas Meetup is here to answer that question. Good morning, Carson. Great to have you on the show.
Thank you for having us,
We
Jane.
have a lot of entrepreneurs who are watching this morning, a lot of people making it on their own, and they go to these networking events. What are some of the biggest mistakes you see people make?
We kind of see two extremes of mistakes that folks make, and one is attending the same event over and over. It might be a particular niche industry group, and the room kind of gets stale, and it really becomes a situation where you're just going to see the same friends over and over on a monthly basis at the networking mixer versus growing your connection base. The other extreme that we would see are folks that come with their sales quota for that particular quarter with that mindset to the networking event. They have a short-term time horizon. They're not coming to give to get. They're just coming to sling business cards and see what they can get in terms of deal flow. Okay,
you say there are some keys to maximizing that moment that you've been waiting for. So the first one you talk about is know who's going to be in the room. Can you explain that?
Absolutely. If you go with an intentional plan of who to connect with, and you have 5 people on your list that you know are going to be at that event, and you want to scratch them off your list as having connected with them and made an impression, that's a great starting point for going to a networking event. At Dallas Meetup, we actually let you know who's going to be in the room ahead of time so that you can make your networking plan in conjunction with that.
So know who's going to be in the room. Is that the same as have a plan, or is have a plan a little bit different?
Have a plan is more comprehensive. So knowing who's going to be in the room is only one part of that. How you're going to present yourself, what you're going to wear, your business cards, how long you're going to go, what time you're going to show up, who you're bringing with you. It's all a part of the overarching plan that you should have when attending a networking event.
Okay, you also say bring a friend, which is interesting to me because you would think that might be distracting. Why?
Confidence grows in numbers. If you're one of those wallflowers or maybe an introvert that doesn't necessarily want to go work a room alone, bolster your confidence and bring a friend. They're going to know people at the event that you don't, that they can introduce you to as a warm contact.
That's a great point. They may know someone who you don't know, and it is a confidence booster, and it's all about confidence in that kind of situation. Okay, you also talk about stand out in people's memories. Well, that's what everybody hopes to do. What are some ways to do it?
First of all, stay standing. Dallas Meetup is a standing social. Work the room. Touch as many people as you possibly can. One of the things that my friend Brad Brown always says, he wears a Hawaiian shirt to all of his networking events because he's able to brand himself and say, look for the older gentleman in the Hawaiian shirt with an awesome sport coat.
That makes a lot of sense.
So if you're down to the blazer selection and it's between black and fuchsia, go with fuchsia this time and see what happens. I've also seen people that actually will brand themselves, show on LinkedIn what they'll be wearing prior to the event. Come look for me, I'll be in the fuchsia top.
Wow, okay, and then finally you say document it. In what way?
Post about it. Take photos of it. Take a selfie, pose with the friends that you came with, pose with the new friends that you've just met, and tag the networking event for maximum exposure, because what they're going to do is they want to showcase the fact that you were there and that you had a great experience. So they're going to repost that, maximizing your exposure and letting others in the room know after the fact, even just in the digital realm, I was at this event, I'm a part of this ecosystem, and it'll increase your connection velocity. Okay,
as I said, we have a lot of entrepreneurs who watch this show. You actually have a Dallas Meetup event coming up. Could you talk about that? And is it still open for people to attend?
Absolutely. We really wanted to lower the barrier to entry for networking. Something that's middle of the fairway. You don't have to pay as a non-member to go to the happy hour. So go to DallasMeetup.com. It's November 14th at the Rustic. So Dallas Meetup at the Rustic is going to be a Big Tent industry-agnostic networking mixer. Each quarter, we have a new theme of featured networker. Those are the folks that we drip out to the ecosystem and let know these folks are going to be in the room with their networks, with their teams. This particular theme is marketing, creative, and digital leadership. So we have 50 CMOs, VPs of marketing and digital from brands like JCPenney, Sally Beauty, Texas Rangers, Dallas Mavericks, arts and culture.
And if there's anybody an entrepreneur could learn from and needs, it's a marketing professional. Because
absolutely.
You can't sell your product if people don't know you're there. Thank you so much. Where can people find you?
DallasMeetup.com.
All right, thanks so much. We appreciate the time.